The goal of this video is to improve the bandeja in the most easiest way possible. If you use this method, you're going to find your own bandeja, because the bandeja is not a shot that is the same for everybody. Hello and welcome everybody! Today we are in Noordwijk with Edwin and we're going to do how to learn the bandeja. And we're going to start right now. Vamos! Okay, so the first drill with the bandeja is that we're going to play the ball absolutely straight without the backswing. So I'm going to ask Edwin if he can stay to the back wall. Once again, without with the back wall. And we're going to play exactly straight. So with the fibra we went here because of the slice, and now we're going to play exactly straight because the follow through is really important that it's forward. So try, Edwin, that you're here. I'm going a little bit fibra, but that you hit the ball really far to your right and forward. So the ball is like going forward. Vamos, vamos. Yeah, if you throw the ball higher, you have more time to make a swing. Yes, so what you're doing now, Edwin, is the same when you play the ball normally, is that you start here, and the ball comes, and you prepare and you hit. But there is no moment where you have where you park your racket. So think about the racket is already here. So when I play the bandeja normally, I'm already here, and then from here I'm going to swing. So let's say I'm preparing my racket, then I go backwards, and then I hit the bandeja. So I prepare, the ball's coming, and I play. So it's always the first thing I do, the preparation. So that's why we start with the preparation. So racket higher than the ball, yes. And then from there you swing the racket. Yeah. Yes. Maybe you can get your shoulder next to you. So a little bit more, yes. Wow. How does this feel? Yeah, it's better. Yeah. Yes, and make sure you follow through a little bit longer. Yeah. So this is too close to you. Try to hit it very far to your right. Yes, nearly. Be careful for us. Start with preparation, have it good, yes. More, yes. Yes, from there, and then you swing the racket. Do you feel the difference? Yeah. So much easier. That's better. Wow. So this makes the biggest difference. So what you're doing now is the ball's coming and you drop your hand immediately. And that means when you don't have this, that the racket is going to drop as well. So then the ball's coming, you drop it, and then it will look like both low, extremely. So it's better. High preparation is already there. My left hand is here, and my hand remains at the same place. So my shoulder line is exactly straight. So what we have to be careful with, it's a common mistake, is that we go here, from low to high, towards the ball. But that's more of a smash. So we want to remain here, and then from this, we remain here. So the left hand is important to keep the shoulder line exactly horizontal. Yes. Your left hand. Yes. Left hand. Very good. Very good. Okay, so the next step is that we're going to sit on the bench, because now we're going to follow through and we don't use our body. So what is a common mistake of the bandeja is that you go there. So we want to keep this exactly straight line when we're going. So we're going to do the following. You're going to throw the ball yourself, Edwin. Be careful, Shashita. Yeah. So from here, and then I'm going to play the bandeja. So I force myself to hold this position. So with the bandeja, or with every shot in paddle, you turn your body when you prepare, but you never turn your body out. So you never turn out, if that's an English word. So from here, and then my follow through is the only thing that follows. And the rest remains exactly fixed. Fix your position. Vamos. Yes, and everything what you did, try to do it already. So prepare the racket. Yes, so now the ball's coming. You can prepare your racket already now. Yes. Yeah. Throw the ball slightly more in front of you. Yes. Far to your right and in front. And follow through. When you're here, you hit the ball and you end all the way there. So you put it in your pocket, or so the top of your racket should face the back wall after you. The back wall. Like that. Yeah, all the way like that. Good luck. Yes. So relax your hand and let it go. Yes, it helps if you hit the ball in front of you. Yes. Now that we remove the bench, we're going to fix our position the same way as we did. So we are here, throw the ball yourself, preparation is there, racket is here, and you follow through. All the way. Vamos! Goed bro! Oh! Yes, try to prepare your racket higher than the ball. Yes. Okay, try to remain on the same height. Yes. Try to use your arm more than your upper body. So now you're trying to get it over there with this motion. Try to be here. So I can play my bandeja when I'm absolutely there. So the racket is the thing that goes forward instead of your body. It will go forward a little bit, but that should be a result of the arm. Now we're going to do the following. We're going to do the normal. I'm going to play the ball, Edwin, and you try to play underneath the bench. I find the bench a very good reference how low the ball should be. So the lower the ball, the more your opponent will struggle, and your opponent cannot play the lob because the ball's super low. So if you play low and you play straight, then you try to play before the white line. Because if you play deep, one of the most common mistakes, I saw you did that. You played the bandeja too deep. If you play the bandeja deep straight, the ball comes up against the wall. If you play your bandeja before the line, the ball dies over there. So try, when you play cross court, you can play deeper, but if you play straight, play before the line. So that's why the bench is on the service line. Yeah? Okay. Vamos. Two things are important, Edwin, is that you try to hit the ball far to your right and higher than the head. So that's where your contact point is. And that there is not really a moment where you accelerate that much. So now I feel like all of a sudden that you're going to accelerate a lot. And that makes the ball, yeah, I think you use your wrist a little bit too much. And the wrist is a very difficult motion to have a good timing. it would be better to play a little bit firmer in one acceleration. So what you do is like this, and maybe try to do, because this is a good enough ball. So one motion and let it go. Yes, this is correct. Nice. Yes. Yes. Do you feel the difference between this shot and the one before? Yeah. What do you think is the difference?
It's like, yeah.
The second ball, the last one, you hit it far more to your right. And then it's easier to go more straight with your swing. If you hit it closer to you, you're more likely to go down too much. So then the ball will go up a lot. If you hit it pretty far to your right, the ball will float.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Prepare your racket. That's it. Prepare your racket. Very good. Yes. So we have to fix a little bit one thing. So let's say if I want to hit the ball here, it's the most easiest way to do that is to prepare the same. And you doing something different here than you're doing there. So you make it a little bit more complicated. So what you could do is imagine you're going to hit the ball there. This is your contact point. Take your racket back where this is, and then from there you play the bandeja. So it's like a high forehand volley. Yes, yes. From here doesn't change that much. So if I hit the ball, this is my forehand volley. If I want to hit the forehand volley, I prepare it like this, and I hit the ball like this. If I do something different here, there, and I come around, then it's more likely to fail. It could be an amazing shot, but it could also be shit. So maybe prepare here, and then from there, go forward. Yes. Prepare for higher than the ball. So your racket is always higher than the ball. Higher. Nice. Higher. Nice. Higher. Slow down. Better. Follow. Yes. So we're going to make the motion slightly longer, but less speed. So if you make a longer motion, we don't have to accelerate at one point. So with a small preparation, from there, you're going to make a long motion. Because this is a good one. If I hit too fast, it's easier to defend. Yes. Perfect. Follow through. Yes, never stop the racket. Better. Yes, and follow through. Yes, and follow through. Very good. Very good. This is why the bandeja is easier than the vibora, because the vibora you do a lot of things with the wrist. So the bandeja is more a defensive shot because you can play it firmer. So you make less mistakes. So if you're further back around the service line or a little bit in front, you play the bandeja. And for the very good players, for the Otro, Nivel, the jugadores, the vibora. But that's only close to the net, not from far. To fix a little bit one thing. So this is specifically for Edwin. If you don't make these mistakes, you can skip this. But he's going to have his back against the wall, and now he cannot turn with his body because he's already turned. So you make a turn when you prepare, but you don't turn when you end. So you never end your turn. You only start your turn. Yes. combination is going longer with the racket instead of compromising with the turn. Now we're going to take it one step further. So his bandeja was amazing. Now we're going to make the timing more difficult. So I'm going to lure him forward with a volley, and then he goes back, plays the bandeja. So I'm going to play the lob. The most important thing is that you prepare and then you go. So when the ball's coming and the ball's high, the first thing you do, prepare. The ball's coming, prepare, bandeja. The ball's coming, prepare, bandeja. So it's never like, oh, I'm here. Yeah. Then the chances are more likely that you're going to fail because you're not ready yet. You have to be ready at all times. So the ball's coming. What's the first thing you do? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so now we're going to do like a rally, a match, straight. We do it straight because it's very important that the follow through goes long. So you can play a match cross courts, but then the follow through is more likely to be a little bit shorter. So especially with Edwin, I want to make his follow through longer, so that's why we play the match straight. If the ball's high, I'm going to attack him. If the ball's low, I'm going to play a high ball or an easy ball. So he has a reference in what is a good ball and what is a bad ball. So if you are a coach, this is a very good way to explain what is good and what is not really useful. This is the best way, by the way. This is the best way to show this is a good ball, this is a bad ball, and then you have immediately response to how you should play your bandeja. Edwin is going to try to play on the service line, because now he plays behind the service line and I get a really high contact point. Fair high, fair high. Yes! Amazing. Yes! Amazing! You were looking at your bandeja. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Step away, big space. Yes. Big space. Yes. Big space. Yes. Yes. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. You stick to the end of this video. You are a true hero. You're going to win all of your matches. If you like this video, please like the video. I want to go to 6,000 subscribers at the end of the year. It would be amazing if you support us in this journey. If you have any questions regarding to this subject, let me know in the comments below. I will answer all of your questions. And that's it. I'll see you next Monday. Hasta luego. Ciao. Adios.